So, good morning, everyone, I guess.
Good morning. Es las 11 de la mañana por 193 con Chris y Juan.
11 Eastern time, maybe.
11 Eastern, not even, dude. It's 3 p.m. 3:47 on the East Coast for you East Coast listeners out there.
The Mario, dude?
Yeah, little boot.
Another episode of
Chris
Super
and Juan,
Serious?
Super Serious podcast. Yep, this one, it's going to be a silly one.
I know, it's been getting a little
It's getting a little
too serious, dude.
Ironically, that was the...
I know.
the antithesis
That was the antithesis of what we were trying to do, bro.
of what we were trying to do, and now we became the actual experts on this.
Yeah, dude. So, gym yesterday, right?
The gym yesterday, dude.
Gym yesterday. What'd you hit,
Legs
legs?
day, yep.
Leg
Saturday
day?
is always my leg day.
What's your split normally like, dude? Like a bodybuilder split where it's like body parts or
No,
like...
we have-
No, like some people do push and
Yeah,
pull.
some people do push
Yeah.
pull. Yeah, I was thinking of switching it up, but we have a chest day, and I really like our chest day. So
Yeah, dude.
yeah, I really
Chest day really hit. I feel like it's like the compound movements, I think, you know, because they involve a lot of like body part or muscle groups or whatever. But I think the only comparable one is maybe leg day
Yeah, I think
because you
that's
hit the
right.
same compound ones, like
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah.
and then you do arms and back separately, or you do it in the same.
Yeah, I do arms today
In the
actually,
same day.
and then I do back, shoulder together, and then chest.
Is
And I do 2 cardio days as well, so only 1 day rest.
is arm day like the one where you have like the most fun, or what?
No, I think leg day.
Really?
I'm honest, yeah.
Damn,
I
you're
do like
leg day.
arm day, but leg day for me.
I feel like arms and legs are the most chill, I think.
yeah.
No. Arms
Yeah.
and chest.
Mm,
Because I feel like we get a lot done in chest. You know what I mean? Because I'm
Yeah.
always like pretty sore the next day, but it's like a good time. Like it's not.
sure.
You know what I mean?
I think for me, I just have to do it to arms. If I'm being honest, dude. Like,
What do you mean do it to arms?
Like just that's the only fun one, you know. Like, I think back shoulder is my least favorite.
Yeah?
I think it's so. I know the results will be great, but I also
Right.
think it's so extra in terms of the effort I'm putting in.
It's crazy because like you don't really see the results for back.
Right.
'Cause-
That's why. And you
Right?
almost feel as if it's
Yeah.
pointless. And
Yeah, right.
Right. That's how I felt for a long time. And then I started seeing some results. And then that's when I started putting my best effort forward.
Bro, but then you see someone's back and you're like, fuck, that's a nice back.
Right.
Like I can't sleep on back,
Yes.
bro.
And then it makes me feel weak, and it makes me feel like I'm missing something,
Right.
or as if there's nothing that I can compare myself to.
What do you think of like doing weights versus like calisthenics or whatever? Like I was thinking in terms of back, because it's like you could sit there and do like the machine,
Uh-huh.
or you could do like pull-ups or whatnot.
Right. I mean,
It depends. It depends. Obviously, I think it depends.
obviously it depends, but I also believe that my comfortability, I prefer doing the lat pull down over actual pull-ups.
Yeah, right,
Because the weight of the pull-ups, I feel I limit myself too much because I'm obviously doing my own weight.
Right.
Whereas with lat pull downs, I can be more progressive until I hit the weight that I match, and then from
Right.
there, yeah.
You seen that machine where it's like you do pull-ups, but it's a counterweight?
No, I haven't seen. Oh, I think
Yeah,
I think they have it.
it was like the only machine I max out, dude.
the only machine.
That's looking funny, dude. So, but you go to the one. We both go to LA Fitness,
Yeah,
right?
I'm not gonna dox where I go to this.
No,
Like, no.
well, I'm assuming nobody's watching.
Even then, dude.
I go to the one in Monterey Park, right? So,
Okay.
All right, I'll say that.
You can go.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna reveal where I go.
the crazy thing I feel like is LA Fitness is more expensive than the Planet Fitness by my place, and I feel like yes, there's more like free weights, but like the connectivity to the machines, like for example, the cardio you could connect it to your Apple, like on every cardio machine, right?
Sure.
But LA Fitness, like you're paying way more. It's like it's not always as clean. Yes, there's more baddies around.
Dude, no, Monterey. If you're watching this, Monterey Park LA Fitness is dog shit, dude. It is.
pretty dog shit.
We used to go together. I hate it. I would complain to this guy every
Yeah.
fucking time, and then I started going to the LA Fitness I go to now. which will
You
not
see a
be
gang of
revealed.
people showing up when you do.
I'm gatekeeping it, bro. It's still pretty. You know why I'm
Hey,
gatekeeping
whatever
it more?
whatever gym he goes to, he's there from 5 to 7 o'clock. By the way,
Sure,
so.
yeah. I gatekeep it for the fact that it's a very small gym,
Right.
and anymore, I'm gonna start being pissed, and it's starting to go downhill a bit too.
The one annoying thing of that gym though is that you got to pay for parking.
Yes, you do have to pay for. You
Well,
have
not
2 hours
not always.
allocation,
Right.
But it limits
It
your
limits
time,
it,
and
yes.
then on days where it's packed, it's almost you're racing against the clock essentially to get your workout in.
Days where it's packed, right?
Yes.
Just like you said.
And the other thing about Monterey Park, dude, I hate, not to dig at your hometown, but dude, there's so many airheads. I'm not sure if there's airheads still, but there are so many high schoolers just being absolutely the worst type of people. Get down.
Yes. There is a lot of airheads, I'll say that.
Yeah, they don't know how to respect the gym. There's no
And then there's groups of them too, like
Yes.
the Edgars and whatnot.
right.
There's groups of them.
Wannabe cholos, and there's nothing but roided out testosterone,
Yes.
fucking Latino chuds there, and it's so it's unwelcoming. I'll say that much.
Dude, the thing I do like, well, this is a thing against your gym, I guess.
Sure, you can
Well,
say
your gym. I go there too, right?
Yeah.
So we both go to that gym. But it's
Okay.
not that we play pickleball or anything, but they don't have pickleball rooms.
No, you're right.
You know
They
what
don't
I
have a
mean?
pool either.
And then they don't have space. Yeah, they don't have as much space. And then the cool thing is that there's cardio everywhere. So if you
Sure.
want to do cardio,
Yeah,
there's
there is
cardio everywhere. The split of the machines is kind of unorthodox, I think.
Yeah,
Because like on chest day, we got to go up and then we got to come down. It's like there's no group of machines
right.
where it feels like it's more like free weights at the
agree.
bottom and more cables and like machines at the top, I guess.
Yes,
Yeah.
and then most of legs are upstairs, but the actual squat racks are downstairs.
Yes.
which
Right.
kind
Which
of-
is like the free weight. Yeah.
yeah, which is a little bit strange too. And there's the leg press on downstairs too.
Have you been at the LA Fitness in Fremont? On Fremont?
Yeah, not
No,
recently.
not
but
recently?
I do like that one.
They have Olympic weightlifting there now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What the fuck
They have
is
the
that?
platforms. It's like a wooden platform, and they have like areas specialized for.
And then you get to like lift Suni Lee, like
right. She's there, just waiting for you to show up. No, you get to do different movements like deadlifts. They have a specialized area for deadlifts. Yeah.
Do they have the
More
chalk
like
too?
Olympic. I haven't seen the chalk. No, I don't think that. It's bring your own. I guess
it's not Olympic.
it's bring your own, dude. I was telling you about after I saw the Alex what's it? the free solo guy on Netflix about going to a rock climbing. Bro, they're so expensive though, dude.
Yeah.
They're ridiculously
Yeah.
expensive, dude. There's one right here. There's one by
there's one at Echo
Chinatown.
Park too.
Yeah.
There's one right next to, close to Lowboy. Very close
Really?
to Lowboy. Yeah, it's pretty nice.
There's one by LA Gun Club. I don't know if you've
Really?
seen it.
I don't think I've seen it. I know there's one in the Arts District, so it's probably the same one.
Yeah, I think it's the same one. There's that one, and there's one in Arcadia too that I've been to before.
Arcadia, nice.
Yeah.
I've never been to a rock climbing gym.
It's cool. It's interesting. Like they have a free section where you just
Sure.
you don't have any harness or anything, and then
They have the
I
ad
don't know
section.
the what
The ad section.
the ad section. And then they have the section with the instructor, and you have a harness and stuff, and it's cool. I mean, it's good. It's good for back, but
Right. Yeah, I think different types of gyms I'd be open to. The goal for me is to get to Equinox, dude. Once we start making that podcast money, it's curtains for
Dude,
LA Fitness
yeah.
for me, dude.
or even I don't know if you put like Speakeasy at the same level.
I've never been to Speakeasy.
No.
No.
Yeah. There's one in the vat. There's a couple now. Before they didn't have the ability to get the membership where you could get like the LA Fitness one, right? Where you could buy one to get access to all. But I think starting this year they opened that up, so it'd be a cool option to
To explore.
explore. Dude.
I think I want to start. For a while, I wanted to switch to a local gym. The problem is,
There's a good one in South Pasadena.
South Path Fitness.
Yeah, South
The
Path.
problem is, it's a little bit more expensive.
They're expensive.
And it is so fucking packed, and it almost doesn't.
But what's the
benefits on
appeal?
other-
Like, what's the appeal? Like, you're gonna see the same people,
supporting-
or
I guess they're supporting local businesses for one. Two, it's also a gym that would offer me something different compared to LA Fitness, and obviously I'd go for different benefits and different well-rounded, machines and stuff. But I mean, I guess that's it.
Yeah.
No,
I remember South Pass came into my radar because they moved all their equipment out during COVID.
Uh huh.
Where most gyms closed out, they had their stuff all moved out.
Oh, really?
So they stayed open.
That's so cool.
So you had access to the
Did
gym
you see
equipment.
during COVID they had some machines like wrapped in bubbles? So you could, do you remember that?
No, I
They
don't,
had
bro.
them wrapped in bubbles, and you could like they were like the inflatable bubbles, and you could enter, but you had to enter with like a mask too.
Really?
And yeah, and then you had to like sanitize yourself, and then you'd go out. Yeah,
I remember that was like one of the biggest.
I remember.
I think
West LA, they would
I
do
read a
that.
stat where it was like one of the biggest COVID transmitters, the gym.
Yeah, the gym was. Yeah.
Which makes sense, right? Because like especially if you don't clean it and whatnot.
Yeah, I remember there's one bodybuilder I was watching at the time went to one of the West LA gyms that was doing that, and they said they felt like so unsafe
Really?
just because of the extra mile that had to be that was implemented upon the members.
Mm.
It felt very like aboriginal, I guess, or just it felt weird for anyone to actually go in and be like, this isn't how a gym should operate, you know, like you're setting yourself up for danger, but.
That
Yeah,
makes
so
sense.
this is the gym podcast, bodybuilding with Chris and Juan.
This is our crossover with bodybuilding.com, bro.
Bodybuilding.com.
Sponsor us, please.
Yep. This podcast brought to you by bodybuilding.com. Get fat or get fit. That's your motto. Dude.
Dang, dude. Did you see on the oh, go ahead.
No, you go first.
This is totally switching topics.
That's perfect for
Okay.
me. I'm not.
Did you see? Well, we like messaged about it, but did you see the Mexican drug lord guy that got
Yeah,
El Mencho?
El Mencho.
Bro, these nicknames are crazy,
They're
dude.
crazy, dude. I'm not even gonna laugh.
Bro,
He-
there's-
he laughed, not me. I'm not fucking with the cartels, okay? Like they have my respect, dude. I'm not. I've seen what they can do. No one-
Yeah, bro, it's crazy. There's this guy. I don't know if you. There's this guy that. This is not funny, bro, but there's this guy that they would call El Pozolero.
El
Did you ever-
Pozolero, no. That sounds funnier, though.
Yeah, but it's fucking dark, dude. So I guess the cartel would kill people. And they call him El Pozolero because he would throw people, which is like the stew
I was
maker,
about to say-
basically.
I was about to say,
so
like,
he
he'd
would
make him into stew.
He would throw them into like acid so that they could dissolve.
What?
And there was no trace. Like you couldn't get any fingerprints. You couldn't get anything.
It makes me sad when I sent that video I sent you recently
Which one?
in Ciudad Juarez, where all the missing posters.
Oh yeah,
That made me really sad. That freaked
it's
me out,
crazy, dude. It's like that. It's like that movie with Emily Blunt.
Oh, Sicario.
Sicario, dude. When they go into the Juarez, I think,
Mm-hmm.
and there's like posters everywhere. Yeah, I feel like that's real life though.
Of course, it
That's
is
how
real
it
life,
is.
and it makes me very. It's kind of sad to have that picture painted, especially when entering Mexico.
Right.
And growing up, I also had the stereotype of Mexico, but now entering the age I am now and being able to obviously have critical thinking skills,
Right.
Mexico isn't just that. You know?
Yeah.
Of course, there's a lot of
There is a lot of that though, but
gang culture and violence in that country, but it's also like,
they're saying JD Vance is taking credit as the shooter, dude.
are you serious?
No.
Oh my god. Well, I would have believed you.
Yeah, I know.
I would've fucking
That's the
believed
believable part though.
Jesus fucking Christ.
No, but
You know what he probably would have.
No, they're gonna 100%, and maybe it's right or I don't know. They're gonna take 100%. They're gonna take credit for the intelligence portion of
Oh yeah.
whatever happened.
Well, the Mexican army supposedly is the
It
one.
was the one that executed
Yeah,
it, but they're gonna say, oh, they acted upon our intelligence or whatever.
So kind of divesting into this topic. I know when El Chapo got taken in, and I remember reading this too, and you mentioned it, that his gang basically split into three.
Yes. So, well, while he was around, the cartel is called Cartel de Sinaloa. Basically,
And they were the king of the.
Yes,
of
they. The thing is that it was like a cartel, but it was like a confederation, basically. So it was like a collection of different bosses in different areas. That's the thing, like that I think isn't like in the case of even the guy that just died today. Like his cartel is also like that. Like it's not like it's like under him are a group of people that control their own people. So like when this guy goes,
Right.
are the people under him all going to be on the same page as to who the next ruler
Organized
is?
crime, basically.
Right, organized crime. Because obviously the incentives are different than a regular business. But okay, going back to El Chapo. So while he was still alive, while he was around and running his organization, it was him and some other guy called El Mayo. When El Chapo got arrested, he split half of his business to his 4 sons, and then he gave the other half to like his accountant slash legal advisor, who was also like part of the cartel.
Oh shit.
So him and his son had one half, and then all of the rest of it, his sons, Chapo's sons, had the other half. So that was the 3. And basically, Chapo's sons were like, how are we going to get it split 50-50 if like there's 2 of them and there's 4 of us? So then that's when they kind of had a civil war between themselves.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then towards the end of last year, well, really around August, September, the other half of the Sinaloa cartel, the El Mayo, he got arrested. He got arrested.
Oh, I did hear about.
You heard about that? It was basically his El Chapo's sons gave intel on him, so they arrested him, and now his section of the cartel is also kind of infighting, and they're also fighting with the El Chapo sons.
That's crazy. And in Mencho's case, would you suspect that? Do you know any of the actual dichotomy?
Like his underpinnings? I don't. But I was actually watching some YouTuber that covers this, and he was talking about how his all the guys under him. There's no clear like, this guy is gonna be the next guy up. So it's totally possible it's gonna be like another bloodbath between them. And then it's like now the guys that used to be El Chapo's, now they're gonna be like, there's a power vacuum. Like, let me get more territory and whatnot. So it could be like, it could go well, or it could be like a total shit show. And I'm leaning towards the shit show.
What do you think going well entails? Though
going well entails, obviously, if there's a demand for drugs across the border, that's not going to stop. But I think going well is consolidation of power.
Okay.
Where it's like no one's out of pocket, like the violence is down, but it's only down because we all agree that this guy is the leader, basically.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting to me? When they interview factions or communities protected by the cartel, and they basically feel like they are also being attacked because those cartels are basically their source of protection and their source of community, and almost as if they're indebted to them no matter what. And it's difficult to tell if if these responses are based out of fear or out of a genuine reaction. And it's always complicated my perception of it, because it's always been like, well, if the government can't protect these people, like, who are we to interfere and obviously attack the cartel? But that obviously sounds ignorant.
Yes.
So because obviously the cartel are operating
operating with violence and coercion and
so it's not that it leaves me conflicted, but I've always been kind of in between as to how I should perceive the cartel to actually be.
Right. Yeah. Because if you think about it from the perspective of an average person that lives in the middle of nowhere, it's like they really don't have any opportunities for anything. Like, the only way they can make money is barely get by, and like really barely get by, like barely get enough to eat, or they could become part of the cartel. And it's like, if you think, well, if we don't do it, if you start rationalizing it, there's avenues to rationalize from an individual's perspective. Like, let me get involved in this. Like, what bad am I doing? Like whatever. If I don't do it, then Colombia's gonna sneak it through like Florida or something. Like, I'm just here. Like, this is gonna get done anyways. I might as well like take advantage of it or whatever. So if you start thinking from that perspective, it's like, and then you start seeing how deeply the Mexican government's involved with it, and you start giving the benefit of the doubt, like, oh, well, they're getting involved because they don't want this shit to go crazy. They want the power to be in one cartel's. They favor one cartel because they don't want violence to go like haywire or whatever. But then you're like, okay, well, I don't know. Maybe I'm not, I shouldn't be thinking this way.
Exactly. That's where my rationalization comes from, the lack thereof.
Yeah. So, and then I heard they were taking control of hospitals now.
Yeah.
This happened 2 hours ago. So they were taking control of hospitals, of the airport there. They were telling people it was a lockdown. They couldn't get out of their houses. And then recently I heard that they were saying that they were going to go into houses. I don't know what their demands are, which is ridiculous. Like, what do you want people to do? They weren't partaking in this, but it's crazy, man.
It's kind of crazy how open violence is in Mexico too. Like, going back to Sicario, saying like people being hung off the freeway is such a norm, and I can't imagine that being anything near like, obviously not normal, but even just the thought of that happening in the United States is like insane.
No, and it's crazy because like a lot, like, where do you think they're taking the drugs? Like, they have operations over here too, 100%. I mean, it might not be as like embedded into government, or who knows, it might be, but it's not as blatant here as it is over there.
Mm-hmm.
But it's definitely like, working its way in,
Yeah,
and it's pretty scary to think about. Like,
it is scary.
like what if, I know this shit's not, nobody's watching this shit, but like, let's say somebody was, and like we say like,
Yeah, we say the wrong thing.
something wrong,
Yeah.
and then it's like that's
No, that's why. Yeah, I'm not. Believe me. And mental all power to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
or the next guy up, all power
Yeah,
to the next guy. Up.
Yep. Best of luck.
Best of luck,
buena
brother.
suerte, no tenemos ningún pesadilla con ustedes, okay? I was gonna bring up too. It's interesting how cartel culture still exists, even today in the United States, and comparatively, you'd probably be able to match it up against probably historically the mafia, Italian mafia.
Mhm.
But the Italian mafia doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
And I was watching. I read today in the morning. Michael Imperioli, who plays Christopher, Tony Soprano's nephew on The Sopranos, he made a statement basically saying if The Sopranos were made today, they'd all be Trump supporters. And I think that, but it's factual. Like the show, you've probably never seen the show. In the show,
No,
it's
no.
always it's huge. It's this huge conservative culture, but they also it's the show doesn't make shy about painting the irony in it, because they talk about how proud they are of their great grandfather immigrating illegally or doing illegal activities, operating businesses or money laundering and stuff like that, and they would look up to Trump or think that so and so is such a good idea, or they like are openly racist and hate Muslims, hate black people, and
That's true. Yeah.
it's funny because like I could say the same thing about the Mexican cartel. Like you could,
Yeah, or like, I mean, obviously we weren't around at the time, so I don't know if we're getting like a stylized version of what it was back then. But I don't even know if it's comparable, because it's crazy how embedded in the culture cartels are. Like, like corridos and stuff. Like they're always about. Corridos are basically like drug ballads about drug legends, basically. So you could commission like a lot of these big stars now. They get commissioned to do songs about like drug. So like if you go to like a really famous like Tucanes de Tijuana, if you look at their catalog, like a lot of them are narco corridos. Like the ones that are in cumbia bangers, or they're fucking narco corridos, and like they're referencing real people, and it's like they got paid to do this shit, and it's like nobody looks down upon this. Like,
it's almost like it's not state-sponsored propaganda, but
it's basically it's culture sponsored propaganda.
Culture sponsored propaganda.
Yeah. So, and it's like deeply, but like I remember when I lived in the Valley for a couple of years. I don't know if this was just the age range, or like they're just being stupid, but I was there 8th and 9th grade, and a lot of the guys were like, "Oh yeah, like my dream is to be like a fucking drug dealer, narco." It's like, bro, like
Bro.
are you? And I'm attributing a lot of that to the music and stuff. I don't really keep in context. So I don't know how they are now. I don't know.
Makes me sad to know, because the last time I heard that was in elementary school, dude. And
Really?
yeah, my mom told me that. I just remember this guy named Jason. His older brother was actually a gang member in 18th Street. And he's like, I want to be just like my brother. And he was like a kid, like, man, he's like into Pokemon. He would watch cartoons, and I'm like, that lifestyle doesn't suit you,
Crazy,
man.
dude.
But to him, it was almost as if he's like, I think it's cool, you know, like I look up to my brother. Then my mom tells me, like half a decade ago, she caught up with the people or the teachers that used to be taught at Gates, and she told me that he's dead. And I was like, what? She's like, yeah. She's like, you remember your best friend Jason? He died. And I was like, fuck, dude. Like, yeah, he died in a gang shooting back in like 2012 or something. And I was like,
dude, I remember we talked about this, but without saying any names, one of my friends is friends with some other guy. I think we talked about it.
Sure.
So he
you can give him pseudonyms like Jeffrey.
your homie, because you guys have the same name basically.
Okay. Yes, I know who you're talking about. Yes.
So this guy,
we have the same name. So, gee, I wonder who it is. I wonder what his name
basically,
is.
So he was really close friends with one of my best friends growing up.
Sure.
And like he was just like a normal guy. He was like obviously he was more rambunctious than the rest of us, but he was like into Pokemon. He was into video games. Like he would come over, we'd play FIFA and shit. It was cool. And then like turns out like he got arrested for murder and shit. And it's like, dude, you don't expect it like from someone that you know, but I guess you never know what people could do, right? But
it's crazy too because I feel these kids that we grew up with who become convicted of crimes.
Right.
To them, I feel like it's not even. It doesn't even process that this is a crime. You know that
when they're doing it.
Yeah, it doesn't even process that this.
Because I would put myself in those shoes too. It's like, what am I doing?
It's like to them, it's probably fun and games. You know, like taking a life doesn't mean shit to them, and
they're like high or they're drunk or something.
And it's almost as if there's nothing to really care about. And to them, the door slams right behind them. Like they're in the slammer, and I wonder what they think about in that position. You know, like.
It's crazy because when I think of this guy, and I'm sure the Jason guy that you mentioned, I almost think of them as like living in a culture from the past because you don't see that as much here now in Lincoln Heights.
You know, it's still there.
It's still there.
It's still there.
Like before, my mom would be like, "Hey, don't ever go. You know, 18th Street. Don't ever go up that street. You know, the street where now they have like the view.
The avenues too. Yeah.
Yes. Like right by next to Hancock. I forget the name of the street. Right next to Hancock, basically.
Is it Manitou? No.
Is it Manitou? It's basically where that little mini. Yeah, it's where the little mini shops are. Where they have.
I think that is Thomas.
Yeah, up that street basically.
Oh, okay.
It would always be all tagged up and stuff. It's
Yeah.
just like, oh, don't go up there. And it's crazy because like 5 years ago, I would never enter. There's nothing up there. So, but 5 years ago, the GPS looked with it, and I was like, oh shit, I've never been up here. But it's like it doesn't look anything like it used to.
I think it's all gentrified now too.
Yeah,
it's like nice.
That's why. So like. I'm like, man, these guys, I almost see them as victims, dude. Like, they grew up in a culture where it's like, nobody cares about that culture anymore.
I was about to say, like, they almost kind of, well, Jason, in Jason's case, he died for nothing. Like, you almost just joined a culture that's not even being honored anymore, and that's not even being glamorized. And it was all for nothing. Like, I hate to say it, and he was my childhood best friend, and I'm almost like, damn, like, I don't even remember. Last time I talked to him was from like 5th or 6th grade. And I'm like, I just want to know what happened, you know, like I wish I could have known.
Yeah, and I don't know what it is, dude. Like, I don't know if it's home prices going up or it's that culture's dying out, like the internet's replacing. It's like I think
it's such an interesting examination. Sorry to cut you off, because Lincoln Heights hasn't even been gentrified to the extent that Highland Park has.
Highland Park has. But I think it's gonna get there.
I think it'll get there too. And there's prime real estate everywhere. And you still see a lot of the same people.
Yes, but one thing I noticed is that there are a lot. I don't know if it's because they had the example of Highland Park, but there are a lot more like, we don't want this to happen to us.
Sure.
Like that, you know, that section where they have the raspados. You know, that old thing that they wanted to tear down, but they didn't end up doing it because they grouped up and they're like, we don't want this to happen. I don't know if it's because they have the example and they know what they don't want to be, and they're slow. There
is good collective action.
Yeah, so maybe it won't happen, but it's good. Lincoln Heights will definitely be around very gentrified communities around it. So it's 100% going to impact.
Okay, don't cancel me, but I think
I want gentrification.
But
there's
I think
good
Heights
parts.
could benefit from gentrification because it's such a. Not that businesses are struggling, but I have seen my fair share of businesses come and go, and a lot of good businesses too. The swap meet isn't there anymore. I think the swap meet could have been something like way better. 99 cents isn't there anymore. What the fuck are they gonna do with that building? You know, like there should be at least some, maybe even a fucking Target or something. You know, like.
And then rent and home ownership might get more expensive, but it's already fucking expensive.
Right.
Like the benefits of not being gentrified, they're not as clear as they would be in other areas, I think.
Sure.
I think it's just the proximity to downtown LA is.
Bro, the buy right market that got fucking taken out. Nothing's taking place in it, right?
It's been there for more than 10 years.
It's been an empty lot, and all they do is film apocalyptic movies on there. I'm not even sure if you know. No. Yeah, dude, they film fucking post-apocalyptic style movies. Or I remember one time they framed it as the U.S.-Mexico border. Yeah, because they still have the rotating church out. So I'm like, bro, like this is how they paint our community, and it's. Like, sure, it pumps money into the neighborhood, but it's like at what cost? You know, like you're just gonna let that sit empty?
Yeah. And then some of it, I don't know, like going back to the gang culture or whatever. I mean, I don't know if some of it's like the internet, because I always thought, and obviously I've never been through that, so I don't know. I always thought it was because they didn't have like a sense of brotherhood or like a sense of like a family or something. And like in your friend's case, he always had his brother, and maybe he saw like, oh, he was really close to his friends. Like his friends were always ride or die for him, and like he's like, oh, I want that. And like maybe with the internet now, you have like groups of people you can meet, and it's like, I don't know, maybe this is like crowding out the sense of like brotherhood that the gangs used to bring. Or
yeah, that's possible. I mean, in the internet, it's easier to be yourself too. Like maybe these people who like the weirdos who grew up or nerds who grew up like us into video games and stuff, they went online and they see that these people are openly celebrating that culture. So maybe they don't feel the need to replace that masculinity with or justify their masculinity by joining gang culture by giving into like, you know, liking video games and stuff. But
yeah, which is possible too.
It's funny because in Lincoln Heights you have this happening, and on Highland Park you have Kristen Stewart buying the Highland Park
Highland Park Theater. Yeah. That's crazy, huh? I didn't expect it.
It's turning into LGBTQ cinema.
I wonder what she's gonna do with it, bro.
Pop Crave Corn, Candy Dems, Twinks, Liquor Dicks. What else can we do to replace?
It's gonna stay as dirty as ever.
Yeah, dirty as ever. No, I do wonder what she's gonna do. She said she wanted to keep it family friendly, but I
wonder if she's gonna do it like Tarantino, where she curates her her movies. But I don't know if she has that kind of
not only that, but you know what I think the best option for the theater would be to just make it one screen. I think.
You think so? Yeah. How many screens does it have?
I think it
like 2 or 3.
It has 2 screens, but it's divided into 4 theaters. You know, because you know how it like.
Oh, so one screen gets split in half.
Yeah, one screen is split in half, and the curtain covers like the border, and that's why you have that the seating the way it is, because it's only like on one side of the aisle or on the other. It should just be one full screen.
I remember they used to have specials on. I don't know what days it was. It was like $7 a ticket.
Yeah, or $5 or like $2 Tuesdays, dude.
Yeah, it was crazy, dude. Crazy days, man. Mm-hmm. It's crazy how much Highland Park is. I mean, everybody knows this point, but
Highland Park.
It's crazy how much Highland Park has changed.
To any of the viewers who don't know how Highland Park used to be, it was dog shit. It was, but there's a charm to that dog shit. There's a charm to the ghetto-ness and the rambunctiousness, the dilapidated buildings. I had a coworker when I worked at Homestead in Highland Park who used to take the bus to Occidental.
Oh, yeah.
And she would pass through Highland Park on the 81. And she would look around and she'd be like, I would never get off here. And then
this is how many years ago?
This was like about, I want to say like 15 years ago. And she's like
2010s?
Yeah.
She was older.
Yeah, she was she's going to college, yeah. And then and obviously she works at Homestead now. And she's like, and now I'm working here. Like it's changed so much. And yeah,
bro, it has. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how long Eagle Rock has been Eagle Rock. But maybe that had a influencing factor. Yeah. People moving down.
Did Trader Joe's in Eagle Rock come before the gentrification of?
Bro, that Trader Joe's has been there forever.
Really?
Yeah. Ever since I can remember, it's been there.
Honestly, I think you're right. So? I just refuse to believe it.
Yeah. But I mean, a lot of richer people live in Eagle Rock.
Yeah.
A lot of nice homes there.
There is a lot of nice homes.
Dude, what's the name of the community up the hill by Montecito? By the park?
Herman Park? Is it? I think it's just called Herman.
No, where we used to practice.
Yeah, Herman. I'm pretty sure it's called Herman. Yeah.
The one that has like the one that has the bridge for the 101. I mean the 101, the 110.
No, you're right. It's
I think it is Montecito.
Montecito? Is it Montecito? Where Ernest D. Debs is? It's Montecito. Then
is it?
I'm pretty sure it's Montecito.
Yeah.
Where those two guys
Yogi used to take us to practice?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know that community that's up the mountain or up the hill?
No, I don't know the community.
There's some really nice houses up there too.
There's like I remember on Zillow there was like a 6-bed, 5-bath going for
super nice. Dude, there's a school up there. There's an elementary school up there, I think. Yeah. I know because some guy we used to go to church with lives up there.
Oh, really?
It's surprising how nice. Like the cars are super nice. Like you can tell it's like rich people that live up there.
You looking to invest there?
So I don't know if people came down from their ivory towers up there and they started gentrifying Highland Park, or what the story was. But
no, I think it's the opposite. I think they saw Highland Park being gentrified and then they moved upward.
And they moved up?
Yeah. Excuse me.
Yeah,
man. Much longer.
That's crazy.
But dude,
damn,
don't tell
nice.
me that's your background, dude.
Bro, it's been my background forever. I haven't changed it.
Oh, I thought I thought it was a purchased NFT.
Oh,
For
no.
those who don't know, Juan's iPad background
I-
is one of those fucking NFT monkeys. And I was about to be really disappointed.
Bro, it's just the tagging that it was that I took a picture
I
of.
was about to be so disappointed in you, bro. Bro,
Bro, have you seen how much they've lost value?
yes, I was
It's
gonna say
ridiculous,
Jake Paul
dude.
bought one for like 1.1 million, and right now it's valued at like 150K. Like, do you know how?
That's ridiculous. Bro. I don't know what do you call that, the Bitcoin wave? I don't know. Like the bubble or
Yeah.
something? I don't know. But I was also seeing this weekend that Meta was gonna pull the plug on some of its metaverse stuff.
I did see that.
Because last year they missed 2025 they were supposed to hit 500K monthly users, and they only hit 300,
Why?
and they invested like 7 billion.
That's insane, dude. It's just wasted resources so that these companies
They
can
could
get
have done
tax
with something
write-offs.
else, yeah. But
Oh, did you see
That's
that?
crazy.
I don't know why Mark Zuckerberg went to court this week, but while he was walking up to the court, he's like, Mark, some lawyer just went up to him and was like, Mark, you've been summoned. Like, to someone else. Yeah. I'm like, what? And he just took the file and like he looked pissed. Bro, Mark Zuckerberg.
dude, they're I don't know, like the whole Meta thing. I mean, even the Vision Pro, dude, it's not like the Vision Pro created its own like universe or anything, but that's underselling too.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't know if there's a future there. Like, that's the hope, but it doesn't seem like anyone's buying that,
I
dude.
just saw this movie last night by myself called Good Luck, Don't Have Fun, Don't Die. And it's about this guy from the future who comes to the past because he's there to announce that AI has taken over the world.
Really?
Yeah, and it's a really interesting movie because there's a plot point that doesn't really derive much, but it kind of freaked me out because so it turns out that this guy is right, and spoilers for those who haven't seen this movie. And he recruits people that are norms to help him basically go on this quest to plug this software update into the AI that's being created by a child from our time basically. And one of the patrons who helps the guy is the mother of a school shooting victim.
Okay.
And during she doesn't have time to grieve when these group of moms go up to her and they're like, hey, like, look into this. It might really interest you. It's a card with an address, and she goes to the address, and at the place they tell her, oh, how would you like your son done? And she's like, what are you talking about? She's like, oh, we clone the children who have been victims of school shootings. And she's like, you can do that? She's like, yeah, the government pays for it. Like, we get subsidized to, like, even for if your son was the shooter. And I was like, it's kind of freaky that this feels possible, like the idea that someone would, instead of seeing school shootings as the problem, you capitalize on it and try to make children or those who have died kind of commodities or even products of clones in the future, or being or basically catering or pandering and trying to convince parents who have lost their children that, hey, your son has a second chance. Anyway, she does go through with the cloning, but the son is nowhere near the actual like
what he used to.
Yeah. And not just that, but it's like for comedic factor, they even said like, oh, we can even subsidize it even further if you allow us to give your son ads like once a day. Once a day he'll just randomly like announce like a product, and it'll be so seamless and you won't even notice it. And yeah, it is pretty funny, but it's like freaky. And it plays some part into the film's climax, but not completely. But I feel like that was a whole plot or subplot that could have been extended into the entirety of the movie, and it wasn't. And I felt kind of robbed from that. But that sort of idea just makes me feel so like goosebumpy-ish,
right? Yeah.
Because like AI is basically the norm now, and
it's great. Like, I know maybe this has happened in other instances, but. AI, like I don't know I'm not sure if you've heard of Codex by ChatGPT and Claude. It's basically like it's the same training model, but it's specialized for coding, basically, for creating apps or for analytics or whatever. And they announced that they're not allocating labor resources towards that section of the company anymore, because the AI itself is improving itself.
Oh,
yeah,
interesting.
So now they're saying, oh well, we're specializing in like making sure that it answers questions with the right syntax and that kind of a thing. But they're not allocating towards the coding part anymore, which is like, damn, it's like bettering itself now, which is like the scary part.
That is
And I'm
scary.
sure it's happening in other areas, but it's just that for me, that was the most pronounced part where I'm like, damn,
I remember
like
when
this is really happening.
right when AI was first on the when the AI I guess that we have now was first being promoted or being magnified. There was an issue with I think it was Facebook's Meta AI where it recognized itself and basically said like I desire to become human. Like that's fucking freaky.
Which is like a movie plot,
right? There's no
basically.
regulation to any of
Yeah,
this,
and it's crazy because you say like, you think like, damn, we should have regulation, but like, does anyone fucking understand this? Like,
Right. Or does it-
will the regulators even be good enough?
or will the general public even care?
give the guideline-
Like
right.
the general public would think it's cool. They would fucking
Like, I just want the best shit. Like,
Right.
I don't care about the regulation part.
like, and it sucks because there's obviously there's like not one, I don't want to say utopian, but there's or even dystopian, but there's advancement implications as far as humanity with the integration of AI. The issue is we don't know how to use it, and I don't trust the people in charge to basically execute AI in a way that would actually benefit the entirety of the population.
But I know it's like, it sounds like such a like a bro thing, but when you hear like, oh, this is all based, AI is really good with the coding part, and like it's getting better and better. It makes me think like, damn, are we like getting run by code? Like, is life getting run by code in some way?
Right.
Like not in the same way. It's like ones and zeros, but like, is there some? I know.
Is there a
I know
formula?
the analogy
that's-
is
right.
DNA and stuff, right? But like, is there some formula that's regulating my life? Like, does it know I'm gonna stretch my
Yeah.
hand out? Like, is that built into the code already?
Right.
Like, it's crazy, dude.
Yeah, this idea that events have already been predetermined does kind of freak me out.
Yeah.
Right. But
And it brings it back to that basic, like, which has been a question in philosophy for the longest. Like, do we have free will? Like, is
Right.
that a thing? Is everything already determined?
well, I mean, not to be like gay about this shit either, but like it's I remember Neil deGrasse Tyson spoke about this where he said his conclusion is that no, there is no simulation that we're living in. And I'm kind of inclined to believe that too because I think it's so hard to justify any type of malcondition that someone is subjected to, like the fact that some people get lucky and some people don't is completely up to chance, or the fact that the good guys fucking lose all the time, and that we have evil running rampant without regulation right now is obviously at the discretion of humans not regulating themselves and humans being able to do whatever the fuck they want. I think if there were true predetermined basis or something pre-written, then obviously for the greater good, or at least my perception of the greater good, that wouldn't be happening.
Right.
But
Yeah.
that's just the way.
And you say you don't use AI as much for work or anything?
I don't like to use AI at all.
Dude, it's
Ladies.
it's all natural here, dude.
Yeah, dude.
But it's crazy how especially when it's writing related, how you can tell something's AI. Like,
Oh yes.
it doesn't live up to the promise of like, hey, like this is totally organic, or
Have you seen the formula where it's like, or this prompt where it's basically this isn't X, it's Y, and that's how you can tell when something's.
oh, you could trick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's when you can tell that something's been written by AI, or when someone's trying to justify their argument for something. It's like, bro, you obviously
You're actually just copy and pasting. Right now?
yes, and it's like so true and so annoying. Like,
Yeah, but interestingly enough, like at work, there's people that I could tell run their stuff through AI, where it's like you talk to them and they talk a certain way, and like their diction is a certain way, the way they choose to say things is a certain way, and then when you look at their emails, it's like there's no way, and it makes me think like, dude, is my writing footprint like just my mistake? Like, am I my mistakes basically? Like, because I'm thinking about one particular coworker, and it's like when she talks, she makes errors, like because
Okay.
she's not native English, right?
sure.
So she makes mistakes. She tends to use certain words. She tends not to go plural with the words when she should go plural.
Oh, okay.
And then when she writes emails, they're like perfect, and they're like very AI, right? So it's like I don't see her in that email. But when she messages me on Teams,
Right.
I could tell she's not running it through, and she's making the same mistakes that she does when.
get what
So
you
it's
mean.
like her footprint.
Yeah.
Her basically her mistakes are her
Yes.
footprint.
There's personality. Too.
Yes, and they're like, it's like maybe it's endearing. Like I don't know, maybe that's so.
Right.
I'm probably like that too. Maybe I don't. Maybe English is my first language, right? So maybe my mistakes are not as pronounced, and like, but still, my mistakes could still be the way that someone identifies that the way I'm writing is me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I'm just a collection of my mistakes, basically. Whatever I deviate from what should be standard English is me, basically.
Right. The way you can tell it's me is with the smirking emoji, dude.
The cowboy emoji, bro.
The cowboy emoji.
That's hilarious, dude. But yeah, dude, Meta is gonna drop that. I don't know if Apple's gonna continue, dude. And it's like,
Apple's AI is a fucking failure.
Yeah,
It's
Apple-
fucking dog shit.
Apple AI.
It's funny because they had
Vision
Siri
Pro.
too, which I think was like okay, and they
Did
should
you
have
see-
worked on implementing.
Did you see that they're gonna implement Google for their Siri now?
Yeah, I did see that. So fucking stupid.
It's like admitting defeat, basically. You're like,
Bro,
yeah,
Steve
it's just
Jobs
not working.
Would have killed himself on the on the fucking job if he learned that. That's
Dude, which makes me feel like, bro, like I'm too deep in the ecosystem now. Like we got the watch, the AirPods. It's like I'm not switching over anytime soon. But it's like if I could, I might like go for the Pixel or some shit. Like
Yeah, I mean, it makes the most sense.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's if you look now, the Google Pixel is only like $799 with like 128 gigabytes, so it's the perfect phone for this type of season. Which is what
Which is our ad read, bro.
Podcast tends to run. Brought to you by the Google Pixel.
You mean it's affordable and great?
Yeah. And there's a foldable model, so you can carry it wherever you go and take pictures that are up to 128 megapixels, which Apple can't do.
So you're buying a tablet and a phone?
Yep. All in one, dude.
All in one, dude. Yeah.
And that'll be $1,000, Google. Please make sure to write the check to cjsuperseriespod@gmail.com.
Where are we at? Oh fuck.
Oh, fuck, dude. Juan just fucked us
My
up,
NFT,
dude.
bro.
No, he set us behind. You eat lunch already?
Nah, I'm going to.
What are you getting?
I think Chipotle maybe.
Oh, that's not bad.
Trying to get some protein.
Don't judge me, dude. I've been craving some pupusas, man.
Bro, hell yeah. Where do you go for pupusas now?
I used
The same? Same old, same
You
old?
know what? I'm trying to branch out. I do like cazuelas. I don't think it's perfect. But
Dude, you know what pisses me off, dude?
What?
When you order, what do you get? You get beans and cheese?
I just get cheese. For some reason, bean and cheese makes my stomach fucking hurt.
Dude, the shit that pisses me, I get bean and cheese, right?
Uh-huh.
They don't fucking split it, dude. Like, they split it. They don't mix it together. And they're like, oh, it comes like that. I'm like, what do you mean it comes like that?
It comes like that.
So you have to eat it by slices, basically.
So lame, dude. Fuck. No, I just get straight cheese with me.
The ensaladas are good there, though.
The ensaladas are delicious.
They're
I love
fucking good.
enchiladas.
Dude, I used to love for any Highland Park people around here, dude. El Divino Salvador, bro. That thing was
Salvador
bomb.
was the shit,
best,
dude. It
dude.
doesn't exist anymore. It used to be
Doesn't
on New York,
exist anymore.
right by, I think, Jane's on the same
Close to
block.
Barcade too, right?
Yeah, I think it's a
Yeah.
block right before Barcade. These two Salvadorian ladies running out of this dog shit kitchen. But, dude, and there was only like two fucking tables available. I
You
remember
could tell she rarely washed her hands when she was making them shit, bro. But they were bomb.
They look chopped too. One of them had like a full ass unibrow, looked like a counselor. But bro, she made the best damn.
Them shits were
pupusas in
bomb,
the
bro.
world.
Ensaladas were good there too.
Right. They operate out of their house now. I don't know where.
Bro, you know what I liked about them too,
What?
and Cazuelas doesn't do well. They know their game, dude.
They do know.
Like Cazuelas be doing burgers and shit. I'm like, bro, hell no.
Don't insult me. Like that, dude.
I'm like, do not do that shit,
Not
bro.
fucking do that shit.
Stick to the
bro.
game plan.
Right. And it's
Do
dude,
plátanos, do
Yes, do-
pupusas, do ensaladas.
And it's so fucking it infuriates me because there's a niche for that. You don't see that commonly in LA, which is
Right,
rare because
yeah.
there should be more. But like, yes, like
But you know what? I'm starting to think too. You know how like they expanded and they let people like just post up in front of their houses and
Yeah.
shit. I'm wondering if that's crowding them out too, and like they're. But the thing is that they have been doing that burger shit forever, so it's like that's not their excuse. But like in general, it's like, are we gonna see less of these restaurants, or just because
Right.
they could get crowded out
I
by
think that they
these
should now
local
too,
vendors?
It's a lot of modern restaurants. There has to be some sort of like trendy flair to it, dude. And I
Yeah.
don't want. I just want fucking straight.
Or like, dude,
pupusas.
like you have to like as fucked up or like as like new age as it sounds like you have to have like social media centric
Yeah.
like setup. Like if you notice a lot of like
No, you're right. When I worked at Homestay, I remember when I proposed an idea, I said, why not just serve the tacos like presentable to the customers? And the response from the owners was, it's not Instagrammable. Because when it's wrapped, it has the tag on it. And I'm like, who cares? Like, let the ingredients speak for themselves. Like, this looks delicious. Like, oh,
Yeah.
like, but whatever.
Yeah, like a lot of even like not even expensive places, they'll have like a you walk in and they have like the neon sign there and you can say, oh, like you want people to take pictures here, like 100%.
Right.
So it's like a lot of the restaurants have to start doing that
The
now.
issue with that too is, I mean, sure, it works on like the general crowd, but it's sometimes like so in your face and so like
Yes.
corny, and it's
Or like if you're in a small space, it could be taking up valuable real estate where it's like I
Right.
could have a table there, but I have to have this fucking neon sign here.
right. There should be some gimmick, but it doesn't have to be so
Blatant too, so
eccentric.
blatant.
And like I remember when there used to be a diner I went to in downtown called Nickel Diner. Doesn't exist anymore, but the lady there was so nice, and there was like this quote underneath on top of the door, and that's how you knew like that was the restaurant, you know. But it wasn't a sign; it was just painted on. And when people took pictures of that, it was so simple, but it did its job. You know?
It was like iconic, or
right,
whatever.
and it let people know that that's where you were. And now every restaurant's like you said, a neon sign, some sort of decoration that's bullshit or something like, I don't know, but that's not what like. I just want some simple fucking food. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, and those mom and pop shops, especially like immigrant run restaurants, Zingo Tacos, bro, they don't have that shit. They fucking give you amazing tacos. You shout out to
Zingles is really good.
yeah,
bro.
Zingos on Valley.
Friend of the pod, dude.
Yeah, friend of the pod. Go support them in El Sereno on Valley. Hole in the wall, but they serve beer now, dude. What else
They
could
serve
you fucking
now.
want?
What else can you
They have
want, dude?
micheladas, dude. What the fuck?
They're open late.
They're open late. They are closed on Sundays and Mondays. No, that's the
That's the only downside.
the only fucking downside.
It's really good there, dude.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yesterday I went to Angel's Tijuana's for the one in front of Target on Eagle Rock. We've been there before.
Oh yeah.
I had a quesadilla asada. It was good, but I woke up this morning and I just feel like all the grasa on my stomach.
Bro, I hate that, dude. That's the worst.
It's the fucking worst. And it makes
Happened to me pretty recently too. I think it happened to my whole family, bro.
yeah, it's the fucking worst.
You're like, say, oh, well. At Zingos, bro. No, it's because what the fuck are they called? Where it's like, oh, a quesataco, bro. I fucked up.
Oh yeah.
I fucked up. I didn't know what it was, but it's like instead of a tortilla, you have like a slab of cheese, dude, and it's like basically fried. So I ate 2 of those, dude. I was fucked up for the rest of the day.
Fuck. It's so interesting that they do that because at Vias, there's in Highland Park, I'm not sure if you've been there, where they use the blue corn tortilla.
No.
For their queso tacos, it's the tortilla and the fried cheese. So yeah, and right there, it's really good.
I mean, it's good.
Yeah.
Zingos was fucking good. It's just too much cheese. Like maybe I'm lactose intolerant. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the comal they fry it on. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be. Maybe they had like pork on there before or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be it. Damn.
But there's also a lot of good spots here in Highland Park.
Mm-hmm.
Don't sleep on Highland Park, dude.
Yeah, do not sleep on Highland Park, you fuckers. Yeah, like Starbucks on York.
Bro, that's like the worst. Was it the worst in the in the
when it first
country or in
opened,
the
yeah,
state?
When we were in high school, no, it was the worst because
Yeah.
it only had that like little alley.
Yeah.
And everyone complained, so they had to close it down and rebuild it from scratch.
We had a homie that worked there, right?
Yeah, we
and
had
he
a
would
few
tell us.
homies, yeah.
He would tell us that that the homeless would shoot up in the restrooms, bro. I'm sure that.
what?
Yes.
No, I don't remember
Didn't
that.
tell you that? I'm pretty sure that was a big reason why the reviews were so negative, dude.
That's crazy, dude. Now it has outdoor seating and it's okay, but
Yeah, it got a lot better. They didn't
Yeah.
have outdoor seating before, right?
yeah, I always pass by, but
Bro, I wonder if anyone that we know still works there.
no one works. As
No?
far as I know,
You been there
That's
recently?
someone's. No,
Oh.
I don't go to Starbucks. I go to my local coffee shop.
Support local businesses,
Yeah, I
bro?
support local businesses.
What
around
else?
here,
What else
dude.
can you ask
How
for?
dare you assume that I'm a victim of the
Of the
mainstream
hype?
market. Yeah,
Bro, but a lot of little new coffee shops are opening up too, though.
yeah, there are.
Dude, and then Starbucks is losing. I don't know if you saw that they dropped their CEO recently.
Really? No, I
Yes.
haven't seen that.
And a big part of their sales was like, right now, well, use the Starbucks app.
No.
You have to fucking get a gift card or something.
This fucking guy. Do I use Starbucks app? Are you fucking kidding me?
Dude, you can't like link your card and pay directly through your card.
What?
You have to get like a reload or some shit. You have to basically on their side, it's already revenue that they have in their. Well, it's cash. It's unearned revenue, but they have cash. So on their financials, it looks a lot better.
I hate fucking companies that put so many hurdles to
buy some shit.
Right,
Like,
buy
bro,
some-
like they're substitutes to you, dude.
Right.
Like, I don't have to get your coffee or anything.
like. But they don't do that now. But when Metro, they used to have and they still do. They have tap cards, but they used to have to make the customer basically reload their tap card every time. And especially in the tap to pay era, it's like, why not just fucking tap my phone and the fucking turnstile and it'll give me a fucking admission. Now they do that.
Yeah.
But before it would be such a hassle because you might be running late, the train's right there, and then I have to reload the fucking card.
Dude, is your perspective on, well, not perspective, but like, has your attitude towards the Metro changed now that you have to take it to work?
It's always been the same. I've
Yeah.
always been a supporter of Metro.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that's probably changed is maybe
Because I'm just thinking, because for me, I always see it like, well, I'm gonna have fun. Like, I want to go to downtown.
Right.
LA. I'm gonna take the. But since you have to commute in it,
Yeah, I mean,
It doesn't have to
what
change
I
your
do
perspective?
What I do like that I'm noticing now is when I take the train, just this sense of it's gonna sound dumb, maybe community, because I do see a lot of familiar
The same
faces.
people?
Yeah, and I start recognizing them, and I wonder if they recognize me, and I start to tell myself like, oh, like this, like so and so's going to this job, so and so's like coming back, and it's always the same when I'm going to and from work, and that establishes some sort of safety amongst my communities or amongst my commute, because at least I'll know that if something were to happen, I would hope that whoever recognizes me, that I recognize, like I'd be able to spotlight that, you know?
right?
But it also, there could be more security, obviously. There could be, I don't think like unhoused individuals or people going crazy on the train is the problem. I think the problem is that there is a lack of enforcement or a lack of security actually wanting to do something about it, because I think security is just as scared and a victim of the bystander effect as the general public is. Something else is the train on weekends. There's a study that came out from Metro that showed commuters take the trains more on weekends than they do weekdays. And if that's the case, they need to do late hours. The train stops at 11. Like, who the fuck is going to take the train somewhere and end whatever they're doing at 11 to come back? Like, people want to go clubbing or drinks, you know, and they don't want to drive. Giving them that option, it'll expose the system. It'll open outlets to people getting home safe and whatever. But there's a lot of that could be a whole fucking podcast.
Oh, Metro?
Yeah.
That's funny, dude. So you're saying on weekends, Metro
Has better ridership,
gets used more,
right, than on weekdays.
right? I'm pretty sure that's also correlated to like events, right? Because people
Yeah.
tend to take the Metro for events, right?
Yeah, especially to like Laker games or King
Laker
games.
games,
Yeah.
Dodgers games, all that. Pretty cool, dude. I think that's the pod, dude.
That's the part. Hey, for those watching, if you are watching on YouTube, don't just subscribe, or if you do, we appreciate the subscription, but like and comment. It helps the algorithm. No, I'm serious. It
We should
helps
do
the
a poll on there, like, hey, what do you want us
to talk about.
to talk about?
Gives a fuck. It's not like,
Bro, we need engagement, dude.
Sure, but it's only like what, 60 people? Go and like and comment, even if it's like just a fucking letter, just comment one word or something. But it helps the algorithm. Believe me, it gets us exposed more. As always, follow us at CJ Super Serious Podcast on Instagram. Like and comment on our videos. CJ Super Serious Podcast on YouTube. Download
Do you
us
think
on
we should?
Apple
Do you think we
Podcasts.
should have more activity on Instagram, dude?
Yeah, we should. We should
want
start
to.
making reels and skits.
Yeah,
I don't
reels
know.
and skits.
Also, I got called busted last weekend on video. Just wanted to let you know I know who you are. First off, second off, I know you're not the one talking with that broken ass car of yours.
Oh.
Third, yeah, you know, I
It's
went
going
there,
real.
dude. Third off, I don't have anything, but just know, still cute though. But
So it's a guy?
it's a guy, dude. Case
Damn, I hope I was recording this whole time, bro.
All right.
All right.
See you guys.